what's up guys? Today's video we have a special guest on a challenge, the, in my opinion, best Xbow player right now, BestNA. He's a great guy, he's the best Xbow player in my opinion right now in the world, and his gameplay is just insane. If you guys don't want to miss any videos in the future, want to see more guests on the channel on different archetypes, which I'm like not the best in it, don't forget to subscribe to the channel, don't forget to like the video, and let me know in the comment section which pro you want to see next. Like, I thought about Oyasu because he is like just GOAT, like with 2.6 Hawk Cycle. Don't forget to use code BORDERSHOP if you guys want to support me, and BestNA has a YouTube channel as well. I would appreciate if you check it out. There's uploading 2.9 and 3.0 Xbow Cycle gameplay, and I'm gonna jump into the first game. Man, this guy is insane. Okay, guys, here we are in the first game from BestNA. At this time, when he showed the replays, he was like top 20 with 2 accounts, I think. So this guy is really, really great. And he's, I think I'm gonna show 2.9, so with Ice Group and 3.0 gameplay. And I'm kinda asking what deck is better. So I'm gonna answer some questions, I think, which a lot of guys might ask to him. So first I kinda ask him, you think Xbow is better right now than in the last couple of matches or the last meta in general? And he said, yeah, he thinks Xbow is better because Elite Barbarians got a huge buff and Xbow is kinda good against Elite Barbarians. And so he thinks Xbow is really, really strong and might be better than ever. So this is like the thing. And I'm honestly kinda worried that I don't really like Xbow. I think some of you guys don't like Xbow as well, but this gameplay which he's gonna show in this video is just ridiculous. This is just perfect, insane gameplay. Look at this defense. The opponent is playing a giant back, he's immediately gonna punch it with Xbow. And the really interesting thing, he went same lane. Normally you think like you go opposite. Why did he go same lane? Because he didn't want the opponent to tower trade. And this defense was just insane. MX, one of the best giant rare players in the world, thought, okay, I'm just gonna take the damage and then I'm gonna punish you for that. No, he can't. He can't because BestNA is so good. Perfect micro defense. He's not doing any mistakes in this video, or like maybe some small ones, but his gameplay is just ridiculous. So he's playing in this game with Ice Golem, and he said overall he prefers Knight over the Ice Golem, and because at the end of season most likely there's gonna be more Royal Giant in the meta, so he thinks Knight is gonna be better. He's gonna think Knight is better with Xbow in general, season end, but right now he plays the Ice Golem. He has more fun with Ice Golem. He wants to improve with the Ice Golem version, so he might be better with Knight, but still, man, how you can still improve with this deck if you're like that good of a player. So I think he's gonna go for Ice Golem Mega. Then he's gonna go for Tesla most likely. Yes, Tesla is coming down, and the problem is the opponent has arrows for the archers, so he's gonna go in with arrow that. Now he's gonna arrows that. So this is gonna be tough, but this is like the thing. The thing with BestNA is he always gets value out of his cycle card. So he's not playing his archer randomly behind the tower. He's always playing his archers because he knows I'm gonna play my archers first against Square because opponent's gonna arrow that, and then I just cycle cheaply back. Lord, Ice Blitz, Skeleton, Ice Golem, another archers, and the opponent doesn't have arrows already. So this is great gameplay, but it's kinda close right now because I personally think this is not an easy matchup. So he's going in with Skarmy and the bridge. I think he's just going to go for Skeletons on Ice Golem. Ice Golem is coming down. It's not looking that good for him because he knows he can't switch lanes anymore because the one tower is so low. He's going for defensive Explorer, setting it up, and I think the opponent's going to go in with Giant Graveyard now, and let's see how is he gonna defend this. Like, I'm really curious because now if he's just going to drop, oh my, okay, that was insane. That was insane. BestNA knew that he's gonna prediction arrows, predicted the prediction is gonna go in with archers later. And the reason why he's gonna go for Xbow at this spot is the giant can't hit the Xbow. Even if he's playing the giant at the river, it won't hit the Xbow. So really, really great Xbow player placement. At the same time, the other Xbow can help more. The defensive Xbow can help more on this position. So he's going for Tesla aggressively, and he really wants to have the Xbow connect. Going with an Ice Bridge here in case the opponent is gonna drop a Musketeer. Predicting the Musketeer, this is just insane, guys. And I think now he's just gonna load up with another Xbow. Xbow's coming down, the opponent knows it's over. This was perfect gameplay against a really tough matchup. Nice, that was insane, guys. Okay, guys, here next game against Elixir Golem. This Elixir Golem player is great, so if you can say he's a really good Elixir Golem player. And I think he has the worst variation for BestNA. By the way, he named his account Lemon Tree, so it's not actually Lemon Tree, it's BestNA, but he named his account Lemon Tree. So normally your opponent has Barbarian Bell or a Fireball, but he has both. Normally you have the Heal Spirit instead, but he has both. So really interesting notice when you don't like Elixir Golem, you're playing Xbow. I think this deck or like this matchup, this replay helps you a lot. The opponent's going in for Battle Healer. Immediately he punished the Battle Healer with Xbow in the bridge, and he doesn't really protect the Xbow. So this is kind of a bait, I would say, baiting out Elixir from the opponent, playing a Tesla. Tesla gets great value at the same time. I think he's just taking the Elixir. Tesla's getting a great amount of value, and let's see how is he gonna continue with the game. Getting one E-Drag hit the opponent, it's completely fine, and I think right now is he gonna go with another Xbow? Like, I'm really interested to see how aggressive he's gonna play the game. So he's gonna go for defensive Ice Scope, and I think now it's time to go for a defensive Xbow. Yes, he does. Against b-rad, I always saw him playing going with a defensive Xbow. Against b-rad, you really want to go for defensive Xbow. Going in with Fireball from the opponent is completely fine, but defensive Xbow is still getting like a ton of value, and he's up by like, so he's going in with a log, kind of chip away at the tower, and at the same time defensive Xbow is now able to kill the b-rad, locking on the b-rad, and he's in a really good position here. Going with archers in back, he knows the opponent doesn't have really anything in cycle to kill it, so the archers are going to get great value against the barbarians. So the opponent's going with a baby dragon, or the E-Dragon in the back. Going for a high test here to snipe the baby dragon. Is he going to pull the trigger now with the Xbow? Yes, he sees he has a great setup, and at the same time the opponent doesn't really have Fireball cycle. So Tesla, and this is like what I already said, he's getting so much value of every card from me. Even if you think it's not important, even if you think it's just Skeletons, Ice Spirit, for like cheap cycle, and you're just thinking, okay, he's just going to use them for cycle. No, he's getting great value out of them. And the same with Tesla. Tesla is not played in any deck besides Xbow. But in Xbow, it's so strong. A lot of people say, yeah, it might need a nerf. And this is the reason why, because the best Xbow players in the world getting so much value out of it. So, really interesting notice for you guys. Double lane pressure. He knows the cycle from the opponent is awkward. And this is another really important point with Xbow, like with high skill cap decks in general. And even I hate Xbow. I admit it's high skill. The opponent, he doesn't have Barbarian Bell and Cycle, so how is he supposed to defend the archers and Xbow at the same time? He's going for Tesla now because he knows he's up by Elixir. He's up by a lot of Elixir, so the opponent goes in with a Battle Healer. I think now he's going to drop an E-Golem here. E-Golem is coming down. I think now E-Drag. E-Drag is so annoying for BestNA, to be honest. Great archer placement. Playing it as low as possible. Opponent has tornado that, he's gonna fireball that. Fireball is great, going with skeletons here, going for Iceberg High just to make sure the E-Drag is not getting too much value. Perfect Ice Golem Kite. And now he's gonna set up with another Xbow. He's going for a High Tesla once again. But how is he gonna be able to break through? He got some chip, but most likely this is gonna be, I didn't see that specific game yet, but I think this is kind of like a Fireball cycle game. Going for Fireball here, because he knows he has like Elixir advantage. I think now he's gonna go in with a defensive Xbow. Yes, an opponent is gonna start off a big Battle Healer, E-Golem, double Dragon push. I'm gonna be interested to see this defense now. Going for E-Dragon in the back, going for Baby Dragon to the opposite side. I think now the opponent wants to cycle 2 E-Golems. Let's see. Going in with a Baron, now it's going to be tough. 2 E-Golems on the field. Archers getting great value. He's going to cycle back to another Archers. I think he's going to log now. Is he going to log? Yes, he's going to log. Great log. Ice Spirit cycling another Ice Golem High, another Archers. Going with a Fireball now. He doesn't even going to go. He won't even go for another offensive Xbows, I think, because he knows he has the advantage with the spells. The opponent doesn't have logs, so he can chip away with the log, and even if it's go to Fireball cycle, he has like a faster cycle. So at this point, he's not even gonna go for offensive Xbow. Even he knew he had a kind of Elixir advantage with the Golem clubs, but still, with the E-Golem clubs. So this is great. This is great patient gameplay. So going in with a log here, just to cycle a bit more. He's gonna cycle 2 Fireballs now on the backup, which is a good move. Battle Healer goes in front. Often E-Golem, that's what I want to say. I think now it's time to go in with another Fireball, cycling 2 Fireballs. The opponent didn't expect that. Went in with the Nado. Nado was completely wasted. Playing another Tesla, and the Archers, man. The Archers getting like like there's so less people which are playing arrows right now, so Archer's getting so much value. Going in with another Tesla, cycling, protecting the ice, protecting the Tesla, going in with a log, and I think now he's just gonna go with another defensive Xbow. So the opponent is trying to set up another E-Golem push, and this is gonna be the last one. So if he's gonna defend this, this is gonna be a dub. Great fireball here. Why is he playing the fireball? Just to cycle to another fireball, going with log and getting tower damage as well. I think now it's time to go in with another archers, I think. Yeah, first he's gonna go with Tesla, right. He's gonna fireball the right side most likely. He's not, he doesn't need it. He's just gonna go in with Ice Golem here. Opponent's gonna activate the King Tower, another fireball, Archer cycling, Ice Bird cycling too. No Tesla cycling, Skeletons, Ice Bird, Log, Fireball. This is insane, guys. How did he defend this? How did he play this? This is like the thing. If you see right now, you're like, oh, Xbow's so broken. But if you do one mistake with Xbow, you just instantly lose the game. He didn't do it. Perfect defense for like 5 minutes. That's just ridiculous. So guys, here's another tough matchup, and I told him, show me the toughest matchup you have, or like you had in your history logs. So against Mohamed Parza, you all know this guy. He's playing Pekka, Balloon, Graveyard, Arrows. So this is tough. And in this variation, he's playing, or like in this deck, he's playing on his different account. He's playing with the Knight version. So he's going with the Knight, and the opponent has Arrows, the opponent has Pekka, the opponent has Balloon. So how the heck is he gonna defend this pushes? How the heck is he gonna break through? Like, I'm really curious to see that. He's going with the log, going with Skeletons here, and he's split the damage like perfectly up. Well done, mate. Going in with archers now in the back. I already know, man. The opponent is instantly going with a Balloon, and he's the only one who's playing this deck, I think. Mohamed Parza is the only one who's playing this deck on this level at least. So you kind of think like, man, this Balloon was bad. No, it wasn't bad. He knows what to do with this deck. He's always mid-season at least in the top 20 global. I don't really know how, but he is. So it's like a really important thing for you guys to know. Every time you have like most of the time you have like a 50% Tesla on the field, and you know you are kind of not up by Elixir, but like not down at least. You can go for Xbow to support it, and he did it here. Tesla still on the field, small Elixir disadvantage, but he's still fine. He has the Tesla still on the field, so I would say it's kind of fine. Now he's down by Elixir, but how's the opponent going to be able to punish that? He can't really do anything. Most likely he's just going to play Dark Winds in the back. That's what I think, at least. This deck is crazy, so he could easily go with Graveyard Arrows without a reason on the tower and getting his tower. This is how it feels sometimes if I play against this guy. And he's going to go in with a Dark Winds now. He's going to go in with a... He's going to wait. This is like a really important thing. He's waiting as long as he can on the log. With the new Graveyard, in my opinion, at least, is better than the old one, because some skeletons are gonna spawn in the inside spot, so it's way hard to kill all the skeletons with a log. He waited as long as he could, and then going in with the log to kill all that and cycle back to another artist. Going for Tesla here, and like, how is he gonna break through? He has to fireball that. How is he gonna high Xbow? He's gonna fireball, great fireball, pushing the Balloon back, and now it's going to the Tesla, and the Tesla is still alive. Going with defensive Xbow now because he knows the opponent doesn't have a big spell, so that's his biggest advantage here. He's going for Ice Bird here. Opponent stopping a weird Nado, I think, just to kind of predict Skeletons here, or like chipping away on the Xbow, the Tesla, and something else. So he's going for Xbow here. Is he going to fireball that? Yes, he does. The opponent's going in with a Balloon, so he's just going to go in with that. And now he knows he can go in with a, how's it called? With a Graveyard, because he doesn't have archers and cycle anymore. But he knows he had defensive Xbow on the field, he still has a Tesla, and he knows he's up by Elixir. And it's so important to know the opponent's cycle, to know the opponent's Elixir, because he's going in with aggressive Xbow, not a 10 Elixir, because he knows he's up and the opponent doesn't have his Pekka ready. So guys, actually I had to cut something out because my the Wi-Fi, the SK Wi-Fi crashed right now. So we are back, and what I wanted to say in this situation was he immediately went with the Xbow aggressive, because he knew the opponent didn't really have Elixir to go with his Pekka, and because he knew the opponent's cycle was Iris, Bomber, and Darkwind. So he immediately went with the Tesla because the opponent can't really defend this. He gets a huge Xbow log. The archers were so important in this situation. A lot of you guys wouldn't have played the archers because he knew, but he knew the opponent has still defended, and he went with another 6 Elixir Xbow because he knows the opponent has no Elixir. And this is the thing, some normally really want to go for Xbow, especially in single Elixir time, at 10 Elixir. but in this situation, really want to go for Xbow as early as possible. Going for Fireball, going for Log, and he wins the game somehow because at one situation he had Elixir advantage, and then he just was keeping up the pressure with Xbow. If you guys don't want to miss any videos in the future, don't forget to subscribe to the channel, don't forget to hit the notification bell, don't forget to use code mortenroyale and check out BestNA's channel. Thank you so much guys for watching, really appreciate it. I'm gonna see you one of my next videos, hopefully tomorrow. See you soon guys, goodbye.